This is just a report on my approaches when I last went out, which was yesterday, and it was a breakthrough. It was my best day so far. It was really good, and it was especially good because I was on my lowest day and my worst day. It was just one of those days where you feel like you're on your low and worst day and low energy, and you wouldn't even want to go out if you were feeling the way I was feeling. You just want to rest, or like I was just feeling shitty, man, and a bit like depressive. Like I could have easily gone out on another day, even if I wasn't feeling great. Like even if I was feeling good, I would have gone. You could go out, but not on your worst day. And I did. I went out, man, because I just found a way to encourage myself to go out with some positive sources around me. And you know what? I'm glad I went out. Really glad I went out, man. So yesterday it was Saturday, and see, I went out Friday night, and it was like I wasn't in the right frame of mind. I went to this place in Leicester. It was like a garden, a beer garden, and it was like the first time I've been to a beer garden with the intention of improving my social confidence. And I was looking the part, man. I probably stood out a little bit because I was wearing this really burnt orange jumper. But the whole time, like I spoke to a couple like people, like approaches on a couple people that were around me, which was good and kind of boost my confidence a little bit. But overall, I just wasn't really social. I was a bit stiff. I didn't really talk too much. I couldn't really have conversations. It was weird. I didn't know how to be. My friend said it was because I'm in a new environment. But definitely I wasn't myself, because I think I'm someone who can just go around and talk to anyone and everyone if I wanted to. Yeah, so then the night kind of fizzled out after that. Confidence kind of just went lower. I didn't carry on. I went home a little bit early, bit disappointed. But again, I was still on my low, because it usually happens for about a week or so. Anyway, Saturday was a brand new day, and I was someone else. Even though I was still in that same frame of mind, I managed to turn it around, and I went back to that same place, but in the afternoon, thinking the beer garden in the day would be busy and people would be actively there, but it was empty. The lady said come back at 7 p.m. and I was kind of dressed apart, like almost for like evening wear. And then I thought, you know what, I have to do approaches on the street in town now, midday, and it was blazing hot as well. So, and it was busy inside the mall and outside on the streets. So that was a little bit it was like, like it was a little bit uncomfortable, because like you're dressed like really. I mean, I was dressed in simple clothes, but I feel like I stand out a little bit. I don't know if it's just me, but it's like, when you're like you're wearing clean clothes, and you kind of stand out a little bit. I felt like that, and I was just kind of walking around town, and I did a few approaches. Um, yeah, there was a couple of one approach I could have improved on. Just the way I came across. Again, it comes down to the approach. Excuse me. A couple of other approaches. Just I approached these girls like around the high street, but they just kind of said they were busy, and I don't know like if it was me or them, but they just, I don't think they were expecting it. Maybe they were busy, but they definitely they seemed a bit like they're not used to having people come up to them and approach them, and maybe I caught them off guard. Let me know what you think, by the way. But nevertheless, I still carried on, and it didn't faze me. So that was in the afternoon. Then I went back home and got kind of changed into, well, I just took a break. Came back out later on after the game, and didn't go into any bars or clubs, but it was amazing, man, because my friend just wanted to kind of chill and just do some approaches on the street, and we did that. And this was the first time that I've gone out on a weekend, especially on a Saturday night, and I've been able to talk to people at night, just socializing, just talking, and it was absolutely fantastic. It was great. It was a breakthrough for me, because the last few times I went out on a night out on the streets in town, I was just in my shell, man. I couldn't do it. I just remember very clearly, like, this was a time when I was going out in the daytime and I was getting some approaches in. I was proving to myself that I could do it. When it came to night game, it's like, you know, that was a problem that I needed to overcome, because I wasn't even able to come out of my shell, approach people and then talk to them. I didn't know how. Like, it's a weird thing to say, but you know what? Yesterday, 13th of June 2026, was my night game breakthrough, and I had some success, man. I definitely had one success, you know. Maybe I can try and maybe I'll have the opportunity to land a date because of going out yesterday in the night. So we'll see. I'm still feeling, I feel great, man. I feel great. I've definitely overcome the challenge within myself in a certain way. So my confidence is gone up, you know, ready to blow. But also I'm still on my low. I just can't change that. We don't always have good days. So I'm just kind of rolling with that. But I just wanted to make this video and yeah, and just kind of report that. So thanks for watching so much. If you like my content, you can subscribe, like, leave a comment. Take care.